Moving from the Central Florida haven of theme park access to Idaho rocks the world of someone who loves themed entertainment. Sure, Idaho has Silverwood, which is an impressive privately owned theme park in its own right. But I live in southeast Idaho, so that is not the closest park for me to visit. An amusement park of that caliber, much closer to me, is actually located near Salt Lake City, in a small town called Farmington. There is no other place like it, and it is still family owned, which comes with its own pros and cons. But let's narrow in not on the pros or the cons, but the downright odd when compared to other family privately operated parks, or for the enthusiasts who are used to corporate chain parks. This could be an opportunity to review the fact that they charge a season parking pass, separate from the season pass if you want to not pay for parking every visit. It could also be a platform to showcase how you are going to face some weird single rider policies when you want to ride front row, or if that is the seat that is open for single rider. Not to mention the peacocks that seem to randomly walk around the queues and areas outside the water park, or the Pioneer Village area of the park that has so much potential but ends up just being, well, a ghost town. Perhaps one should touch on the archaic and perplexing ride ticket policy on top of the gated admission for those under the admission age, where they will still have to pay to ride attraction. These are the downright bizarre park policies and style that is, as far as I know, are uniquely Lagoon. If any of these policies are found in any other gated parks, please comment and share. Here's the 3 countdown. Water Park Tube Rental. Lagoon has a good size of its real estate dedicated to its wordplay named water park, Laguna Beach.
Haha, very funny!
No wave pool, but there is a decently eclectic selection of slides. If you want to float in the lazy river or ride the slides that require a tube, you may need to rent a tube for a couple of bucks.
Say $4.
After you are finished with the tube, you may return it to a designated area for a drink voucher. This method can get quite costly if you have a party that wants to enjoy the slides or lazy river at the same time and not have to share. Operationally, it makes sense as a way to reduce labor of someone retrieving all of those tubes, but the insult to this seems to be when not only do you not get any of your rental fee back, but rather a soft drink voucher. The policy also notes that guests may bring their own floats to the area. One could argue that as a positive, but not only does it seem like an arbitrary hassle, it seems like the best of all worlds would be to build $1 or $2 into every admission ticket to staff labor to collect rafts and ensure that all floats are qualifying for the experiences. Doggone it, this is one of the oddest things I have ever seen at a gated theme park. You can bring your dog into the park. And this is not a service animal regulation either. This policy seems to state that you can bring your pet dog into the park, as long as you have a way to tether the animal. There seems to be far too much that can go wrong with this allowance. No matter how you feel about dogs, this policy has to bring up thoughts of the turbulence this could bring to park operations and the guest experience. And the nightcap of the oddities has to be the permission by the park to bring alcohol in. There are plenty of parks out there that allow guests to bring in their own outside food and drink items, some quite liberally so, but I have never seen any park permit alcoholic beverages inside. There is a caveat here: no glass. Well, that is at least a safety conscience rule. All things considered, Lagoon has a very different way of doing things compared to any other park I've visited, and there are certainly positives that come with them charting their own course in the attractions industry, particularly in the waves they have made with their coasters. For example, Wicked, as brought to my attention thanks to the YouTube channel Airtime Thrills, is Zier's only coaster project that features a vertical launch that continues to accelerate you up the vertical launch itself. It is an amazing experience and a short but sweet coaster. Then you have Spider, an awesome and intense compact spinning coaster. Roller Coaster, the most uncreatively named but historical out and back coaster over 100 years old. And 2 Bill Tracy dark rides. Not to mention Cannibal, the most ambitious turned success in-house design coaster I know of being created in a long time. Lagoon is absolutely worth a visit, even when you notice the price tag is a little steep for a day compared to other parks of its size. And although some policies are unique and perhaps puzzling to the seasoned enthusiast, the lack of competition within a day's drive and the people behind it have certainly allowed it to survive and grow and make waves in the industry. That's what's going to make it interesting to see what strategies they will grow into and what will change as the park continues to develop. Have you been to Lagoon? Did you enjoy it? Have you been to a park in the United States or outside of the United States that made these policies seem like nothing? Please share in the comments below or reply with your own video. I'd love to see it. And thanks for taking the time to experience another Parkspective.